What's up? What's up? So right now it's like 4:40, almost 5 o'clock. I have repeatedly for the last couple of nights that like yesterday and today, even no, my sleep medication like wakes me up at this time. It's like such an early time, and when I wake up, like I'm noticing for my like long list of anxiety and sad medication, as I like to call it, and my sleep medication, that my stomach be bubbly like in the morning, shoot, right after breakfast, in the middle of my sleep. Like right now I'm having sciatic pain. I really want to walk to the store to go get a BC powder for arthritis, because the regular stuff just isn't giving me relief, and I'm hurting. So I am adjusting to my medication. And like right now, one of my medications just kicked in. And it is strong. I don't know. I thought I took it last night, but somehow I missed it. And so I could tell that I missed it. And I just kept thinking, like, this medicine's not working. But I'm going to talk about some of the side effects. And today I kind of want to talk about the medication. Well, I want to talk about the situation first. And then I want to talk about the medications that I'm on. It's really hard right now for me to keep my eyes open. I've been up since like 4. I think it's like, I don't know what time it is. It's past 4. It's probably like 5:30 going on 6. Because the sun is up. Whew. But I want to be healthy, and I want to be normal. I've tried it without the medicine. Now I'm trying it with the medicine. I need to get my chin hair plucked. And I've tried before. Y'all, I just can't talk to y'all right now. I think I need to just go lay my head down and my eyes and get my thoughts together. And then when I come like up, I don't know. My medicine is a downer. So I guess and they're prescribed. So when it balances out, I'll come back to y'all. Because right now, I just feel like I need to really close my eyes. So, sorry, I was having like a nervous twitch. That's what I'm about to go do. I think I'm going to try to make some oatmeal. But I'm scared to walk down the stairs because I don't want to fall. It's actually going on 8 o'clock. And I've been up since, let's see, like 5, 6, 7, 4 hours. Um, I'm going to talk to y'all about my medicines, and that will be the next few videos coming up. And right now, I'm just trying to adjust, get used to them. To me, it's quite a few because like the dosages that they got me on and stuff. But man, so pretty much the situation is I had been, going back and forth with this dude. I already was like, when I met him, I was in a dark, I feel like I've been in a dark place for a while, like not just a couple of months. And I noticed, that I hold a lot more in than people would believe because they already think I'm just a loose cannon. So it's just certain things that I be wanting to say like straight up, and instead I think of a different way to word it, but it still comes out effed up. So can't win for what and can't lose for what. Can't lose for what and can't win for what. But, it's in my hopes that, I'll become a better person. Sufficiency is something I've been searching for the past 5 years. And it's so much more now I'm realizing than just paying your rent on time. You got to make sure your mental is good. And it's like in this community of, one of my followers got on me for saying colored. I don't know. African American, black, colored, African descent, whatever you want to call yourself, because I'm not getting into the semantics of all of that. But let me sit up. Let me just get this together. But yeah, so we don't, in this community of minorities, we don't take care of our mental health. And it's something that I just keep thinking about is what if we did take care of our mental? I mean, like, our mental also has a lot to do with our finances. Being so impulsive, because we're insecure about not looking a certain way or having this or having that, and then it affects us. And then we deflect it by saying, oh, no, it's not that. But it is. Plain and simple, So what I'm thinking is the reason why, if we're the minority, the reason why the majority is able to, I think, skate a lot of problems is because they're going in at some point to talk to a therapist. They're going in and attempting treatment. And I know it's like, well, you see, this person was getting treatment. The treatment is the reason why the person did what they did. I think not. I think truly it's because people don't live a healthy lifestyle and understand that, you have a chemical. I mean, I think a lot of people have chemical imbalances. There's just no way. I mean, when you look at all the pollutants when women are pregnant and the stress they go through, you just never know with the development of a child. They say healthy, but that's within a ramification of a scope of healthy from a scale to a higher scale. So what is healthy? What is balance? How, whatever. So my point is this, all these people who go do these mass things, you notice something? They got IEPs, in other words, they got, assistance in school. They got these medications to back them for the precedence of, oh, well, this person was off their medication. That's why they, might go away and do 6 months in a mental hospital or a year, whatever. It's because they're taking care of their mental health at some point in their life. It's an ongoing struggle. I get it. Like, a lot of cities don't offer free resources for people with mental health. I think that's bizarre. Or there's just not a lot out there, or there's some type of copay type of situation that, sweetie, we eating noodles and McDonald's every day. Like, we can't afford a copay. Like, one of my medicines without insurance and everything is $87. 87. What? That's like my phone bill. That's like a bill. Like, we don't have jobs to be, to afford. We barely making the rent. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of factors that I think deter people other than just what someone else will say. Because people talk about people weaves, hairlines, shoes, and everything else that may be knockoff. So my thing is, what's stopping you from going to go and get the help? What's stopping you from saying, hey, they talked about Jesus, they're going to talk about me. At least my mind will be better equipped to handle the things that they saying to me. I'm not even saying all the way that medication has to be for you, but going to talk to someone professionally, like a psychiatrist and a therapist, are two different things. Your therapist, your psychologist, which is your therapist, they help you cope with the things. Your psychiatrist helps you medicationally, to look out for certain warning signs or up your dosage, lower your dosage. They're not so much there to just talk to you like a therapist is. And when I was a child, I will admit I've had a lot of trauma, and I've had different types of traumatic situations. And I was listening to someone say that people in our community has trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma, and they don't go get no help. I was watching American Gods, and it was this episode where, what's the guy who always tells the stories or whatever, he's like the spider guy or whatever. And, it's so true. I mean, you look at generational factors of what our ancestors went through. That's traumatic, because that trauma, those ideologies, that way of being, that way of life is just passed down. You can pick up learned behaviors, For me, I went through some things, like, let me think, being bullied, being jumped on every day after school by like 3 or 4, 5 people, not having no one to play with me, and people just calling me names. I know that's small, but wanting to be included. What's another situation? Being told that my mother only had so long to live. That was very traumatic for me. Finding out my stepdad wasn't really my dad, and my real dad was who he was, and he has certain things going on with him that I'm not at liberty to talk to right now about. And let's see, as a child, I was taken advantage of in a certain type of way that I think we all know what I'm talking about. That's traumatic. Growing up, having hold it all in. Just people not realizing how much pain I'm in just as a child. I'm not even, knowing what pain is, but I'm feeling it. I can't describe it. It just feels awful. At the age of like what, second grade, I was on medication. And then my mom took me off of it. And then in high school, I got back on it. That was a hard time. That was really hard. I was going to like therapy, seeing my psychiatrist. I was going to these groups. And it was a lot of like grown-up people there. And I was like feeling out of place. Like, y'all all complaining about your kids and I don't have no kids. And when I would be there, like I would kind of challenge the things that they're saying. Like, this woman would be like, I just don't want to. I remember one lady saying like, what was it? Sorry. I think I'm about to throw up. I knew better. I knew I should have just made some oatmeal or something and had something on my stomach. Side effects. Okay, so it's my own fault. And we're back. What the heck? This woman was talking about her kids, and it was like she was talking from a point where they weren't even her kids. And I was thinking to myself, is this what parents are people? And I would just be like, why do you treat your kids that way? They haven't done anything. I used to get in trouble in the class too, because you're not supposed to ask like questions. It was either you're not supposed to ask questions or you make a statement and don't ask questions. Something weird about it, but it was like DBT, I don't know if it was dialective behavioral therapy, where like, you meet twice a week. And let me tell you something, they took that group serious. Like, I almost got kicked out for being late. Like, I was like always late for the most part. And sometimes I was early. I was also still going to regular therapy. Boy, I was in therapy. I was running track. I was doing cheer. I was doing a lot. I was working. And I was trying to, maintain being a teenager. And I was going through some things at school. I got expelled for something I didn't even do. And I just felt so persecuted. And that re-triggered me. And then I remember I just stopped trying to do my hair, go to school with an afro. I don't care if it was dented in. I didn't try to dress anymore. I just put anything on. I decided in college, I'm going to be somebody better, be somebody great. And when I got to college, I created a whole new me. And I soared. I was soaring. Met this dude, Jay, and that was toxic for the both of us. I just say it was toxic for him because I kept pushing him to be better and he wasn't ready at that time. And for me, it was toxic because I knew he loved me and he was trying to protect me from a lot of things that he was going through and not just putting his baggage on me. But I felt so uninvited, and eventually in the relationship, my arm became broke. And it was the cheating, and him telling me he made me, and it just wasn't healthy, you know. And currently now, like, I've forgiven, but I have a story to tell. I'm going to talk about it. And I know that upsets him because he tries to put that away. And I just thought for so long I would be the one he would marry and make things right. But I'm sitting here like, I can't really say that because I'm not healthy. And I can't put my baggage on nobody, just like he didn't want to put his baggage on me. Even though his baggage was on me, it could have been far worse. Till I'm healthy, I can't get mad at someone who just came in my life and not up for the road to be here for me unconditionally. I just can't. It's not my fault. It's not his fault. It's nobody's fault. It's what it is. It's what it's got to be. So in the next few videos, you know, I'm going to start just talking about my medicines separately in each video, how I feel about it, what I'm going through, what it's supposed to do, and if it's doing what it's supposed to do. So, like, comment, rate, subscribe. That's right. Subscribe to that video right there. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm finna go make some oatmeal. Thinking about Uber Eats because Waffle House sounding real good right now. Tooth is still chipped. Let me tell y'all something. This dude took my toothbrush and cleaned his shoes with it. One of them smart ones that you can hook up to your phone. I don't never want to talk to him again. If you here to be a hater, leave a hate and a comment down below, as it is in my beliefs that one day I'm going to turn a hater into a supporter. Jesus turned water into wine. I'm going to turn my haters into supporters. We all going through something. Just stay above ground. Girl, stop playing.